Welcome to Soul Talk. Hi, this is Nancy Orlen Weber, and I've got a very special guest with me. And I want to give you a little background first. So I met her through somebody else, and she was so busy taking notes about everything. And I thought, who is she? And quite a while later, she contacted me and we started talking. And it turns out that's what I call soul kin. So I want you to meet one of my kin. Or some of us call it like-minded, who we resonate with easily. And she's a medium. And this is Laurie Smith, Medium Matters. Hi, Laurie.
Hello.
So, Laurie, let's get started with, were you a medium your whole life? What happened that you became a medium?
No, I used to be a skeptic. I had seen a psychic medium a couple times, kind of believed, kind of didn't. Um, I used to work in the medical field, was soccer mom, gymnastics coach, the whole thing. And then my life came to a screeching halt when I had an illness and a near-death experience.
Hmm.
So when I was recovering from a brain injury, I had all sorts of therapists with me, and I started talking about things that other people didn't know about. But I was the one with the brain injury in the room, so people just looked at me like I was crazy. And then I started talking about people that passed away, and they really looked, I mean, the looks I got, I like, how did you know that? Why are you asking that? And I'd say, I don't know. How don't you know that? Um, until one day I said something to someone and I thought he was going to faint because I shocked him. So I got up and I got him a chair and I said, please sit down. And then I said, I need to stop doing this to people. So someone said, you know, you're a medium. And I said, what? Like, what is that? That's crazy. And then I started finding out about it a little bit and learned that I needed to control it, learn about it, figure out what I was going to do with it. And I never looked back.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm smiling because the other side, Laurie has a lot of qualities, not only her ability with that, and I want to give a little story about that one. So George Duker, I worked with on a crime case, and we've had some documentaries together on those cases. And it's Rachel Domas, in case, unfortunately, her murder. And George and I became very good friends, and his wife and my husband, we eat dinner together, we're friends. And so I introduced George to Laurie, and Laurie starts giving him sessions just off the cuff because she sees things. And now George calls you.
I just spoke to him the other day.
Right. So this is how we go. And because that demonstrates something, I want to share the other incredible quality she has. So, Laurie, were you always an extrovert?
No, no.
Okay. So,
Oh, I took public speaking in college and got so nervous that they stopped and asked if I was okay because I was shaking so much.
that's hello. I I wrote a thing, a petition in the eighth grade because the teacher the next day was going to make us all sing alone. And I refused
Oh,
to do anything like that. I was so
right.
shocked, right? And so I wrote a petition while he was out because he asked me to run the class for that hour. And I wrote up a petition, had everybody sign it, that we don't have to do any of this. It's extra work for
Oh, that's funny.
so disturbed. So I understood who you were when you were talking before. I know you weren't an extrovert, but
Hmm.
you are something else. And we have the same way of approach, only yours now is like, I guess, 100 times better than most people. I've watched it. So I want you to tell some things about how you got people onto your magazine, your brand new magazine. Uh, how do you?
Well, just to address real quick the how did I go from extrovert, from introvert to extrovert? The near-death experience just changed my perspective on life and living with the knowing that there is a peace and a love waiting for you that's more than anything we could ever imagine. It led me to where I am now, which is why not? Why
Oh,
not try it?
why not? Would you please
Why
put
not?
bold headline?
Put it on a bumper sticker?
Uh-huh.
Why
Why
not?
not? Mm-hmm.
People know me as, oh, you're trying something new again, or you're doing this and you're doing that. Why not? I
We are
say I have
bold.
have
We
a
are,
lot to do. I
no
have a
wonder.
lot to do.
Okay, so this is two parts. I'm telling on her. So,
Mhm.
so from the time we met, we don't get off the phone easily because we have a new idea, both of us. And we're
Yeah.
going to expand that idea into more ideas, and why not? So that's my mirror. She is my mirror in a lot of ways because
Hmm.
it's my very young mirror compared to me. But I'm going, oh my God, we're both crazy in that way,
Right.
good crazy. The other part that I have found I love in her is she is an absolute connector. She opens up doors. Now, I've always done that in the holistic field, not so much in the psychic and mediumship. In fact,
Hmm.
I've never collaborated before that I can think of, except with my friend Judith Hancock, who's a trauma expert and a
Hmm.
social worker with many certificates in everything I love. And so she's the only other person I ever collaborated with until you.
I
And
didn't
every
know
time
that. That's
now,
awesome.
well, with Lori, I'm also kind of in honor because when she says, "Can you be available for something?" I will move mountains to be available for that
I
because
love
she
it.
is that. She brings people together in that field that is not the usual because I'm going to call it too many egos.
Hmm.
So I have said hello to a lot of people and I get them shocked that I'm calling them and saying, I'd like you to be a resource in my next book. And
Hmm.
you go, what? Oh, how? I go, I look at your website and I love it. I'm intuitive.
Yeah.
Right? And they're shocked. So
Right.
I turn to you to meet the new people in the field or the people who've been in the field because
Hmm.
that's the thing you pick up the pace big time.
Right.
When you need holistic people for, let's say, certain kinds of healing, then I can network easily. I have no problem with that. But I do not do the same thing you do in your field. So you decided to make a magazine.
Right.
Take it away.
Well, I wanted to put good content out there, good education from solid people. And I love the creativity part. I love the design. I love doing all of that. And I believe in finding good people to do good things. And it's all about intention. I may not have said it to you because I already know you, but when I met with every single writer, I said, there will be no exchange of money. I'm not paying you, you're not paying me, and you cannot be fueled by that. If you are, that's fine. That's, another thing, but that's just not the place for this. We That cannot be our main intention. That might come, that will come, but you have to want to put out good content and help people and give people the right information because this industry is becoming flooded. And unfortunately, not everyone is genuine. So that was my main goal because if we put a whole bunch of really good people together, good things will happen. How could they not?
So,
And
oh, I like,
okay.
okay. So you created the magazine, Edify Your Soul magazine.com. It's free right now for everybody.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, do you use your intuition, your abilities to detect the egos and know who to invite in?
Oh, absolutely. I
Okay.
just you just feel it.
I have been on group ones with you for the magazine, the writers, and I know I have I felt like I'm right at home. And
Right. You feel
I,
like you're with your family or your friends
oh,
having
we
Sunday
are.
dinner.
Absolutely. And I'd love to introduce all of them here too, but you are the first because you're the shining light who gathers all the other lights and goes, okay, more light? Great idea.
Hmm. I
And
love
you
it.
have made some cards recently. Can you talk about that? Why?
Yes. Here they are. I I needed a new project. Why not?
I
Have
know.
a seat. Um,
Have a seat.
it's a great way to get information out there for if anyone else has a attention span of a bug like me. You don't have to read an entire book. You could read one card. You can be inspired, and um, it's a great way to get started with intuitive work.
Wonderful. And how we're going to put all that in the description also. And if
Hmm.
I have any good fortune of knowing how to put text to speech to video, then I will put the text on there too. But in the meantime, do you have a website?
I do. Edifyyoursoul.com.
edifyyoursoul.com. One word, edify your soul.
Hmm.
Spaces. So edify ends in a Y and your begins with a Y. So you got two Y's together. And I
Two
love
Y's.
two Y's. What?
Can
You can't be too
I,
wise.
right. Um, if I may talk about the wonderful young man who helped me with it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
happen to know him.
I think so.
Let's plug him a little bit. Nancy's grandson. He was awesome. He helped me create that great space.
It's beautiful. My homepage is almost done. I hired him, I can't remember, maybe 5, 6 months ago. He's so revamped everything and cleaned it all up and then
Hmm.
notifies me, when is everything else going to be ready for me?
Hmm.
He's a speedy in his own way.
Yeah.
So are you, because every time we speak, you're into something new. So now that you have the magazine running,
Hmm.
people who would like to spread the word about what they do, will there be anything like advertisements permitted?
Yes, absolutely. After uh, another month or so, I I'll only I'll only do or offer what I truly believe in. And some people said, well, why didn't you start off with the advertisers at the beginning? And I said, because I have to prove that it's solid. I'm not going to take people's money if it just started,
Right.
so it's growing so much faster than I
Oh,
imagined. It's awesome. We get to see how many people are clicking on it and making changes already. Next month should be really amazing. It's something that I'm so
would you like,
passionate about.
what's next month?
Next month's issue will be dedicated to domestic violence awareness, their victims and their survivors, the loved ones. And it will feature articles and videos for to show different sorts of healing tools for people. It takes a team to heal from things, doctors, therapists, you name it. But there's also psychics and mediums and Reiki practitioners
Hmm.
and sound healing. And I could go on and on, but you'll have to check out the magazine
The April.
to see it. And it's been amazing talking to everyone about what they know about healing and how they go about it. So
Mhm.
I'm really looking forward to that. And
Hmm.
my one request is that people share it. Just put it out there. You never know who might need a resource.
Thank you. Thank you, Laurie. And that's why I invited her here. You hear the soul. You hear the love and the kindness and the compassion and the savvy, smart ways she does things. I love it in her. So thank you for joining today. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day, everybody, wherever you are. A great evening. Whatever life brings you. Stay centered as much as you can. Deep breathe and like and love yourself. This is Nancy Orlen Weber for Soul Talk, wishing you all the best. Take care, everybody.